Easty!
Right, mate?
What's happening?
Are you good? Take a seat. So, mate, how does it feel to be the captain of Oxford United?
Very proud moment for me, obviously me and my family. Obviously when the gaffer pulled me in and mentioned it, it was a privilege. So yeah, an honour and a privilege and a very proud moment for myself and my family.
Okay, you've been here obviously a long time like myself, shown a lot of loyalty to the club. Does that make it a little bit more special for you?
Of course it does. Obviously we've been here now for a long time together. We've seen many people come and go, and yeah, for the lads that are still here, obviously me, you, Longy, and sorry if I missed anybody else, but there's three of us, and yeah, it's been some journey, and obviously now to be handed the captaincy is a big privilege for me, and again my family as well.
So obviously Elliot's moved on now. How important was he obviously to Oxford as a captain, and what can you learn off him?
Could learn lots, to be honest. He brought success to the club. He was a privilege to play alongside as a friend and as a player. And obviously we knew him off the pitch. He was a great guy as well. So he's going to be a big miss. He'll be a big part of the club's history to getting us to obviously the Championship and leading us out at Wembley. It was a special moment for me, but I can't imagine what it was like for him leading and being the captain. So yeah, he's been a great help, and he knows that we're always here for him no matter what, and he's always welcome back at any time. So yeah, he'll be a big miss, but he's always part of the club's history, and he was a special player for us as a team and part of the history as a club.
What type of captain do you think you'll be?
I'd like to say, I lead by example on the pitch, and I try to do my best off the pitch. But yeah, I just want to try and help in any way I can. In big moments, if I can step up, then I want to help the team as much as possible and this club. So yeah, just to be in around the lads if they ever need anything. To lead by example on the pitch and off the pitch every day in training. I always believe you train the way you play. So yeah, it's setting them standards every day, and trying to influence that and getting the team as a collective to follow that. So yeah, we're going to need everybody this season, and not just those players. We're going to need the fans. We're going to need everybody. So yeah, just to lead by example.
Like we said at the start, obviously we've both been here a long time. What's some of your big memories that you can remember and stand out for you?
If you're asking probably for me and you together, I'd probably say a big one that does stand out. I know it was a bit of a rubbish season, to be honest, but the day we stayed up at Forest Green, was a big relief for us, wasn't it? I remember that clear. And yeah, the season after we followed up with promotion. So yeah, it was a great reaction the season after, and obviously being on the pitch with you and everybody else, and then the parade, obviously at part of Wembley as well, it was unbelievable. So I'd probably say they're the big two standout moments. Just the way we bounced back from the Forest Green in that season to then go and getting promoted was probably big moments here in my career and part of this club. So yeah, probably them two.
Yeah. So you were talking about Wembley. How did it feel when you got there, and obviously when we won as well?
Obviously getting there was a bit of a roller coaster, to be honest, because I remember we drew a game here. I think it was against Stevenage, and we killed our hopes a little bit. And then we regrouped in here and dug deep, and we went away to Exeter, got the right result, and we managed to get into the playoffs. And the semi-final was a roller coaster again, because I thought Peterborough were very good in both legs, but we held our own and managed to get to Wembley. And again, the feeling at Wembley was just so special. I remember the day clear as day, and we obviously getting to the hotel and chilling out with the team and just visualising getting to the Championship. So yeah, it was a special day from the minute we woke up. Long old day really, wasn't it? Because obviously we were in the hotel and chilling out, and then it was a case of getting to Wembley and then getting the job done, which we did. So a special day all round, and yeah, it was one that I'll never forget in my lifetime.
Yeah, you've played obviously a lot of games now. I think you've outdone me. I think I was 288. You're over 300 now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, what would you say? Would you say Wembley's the best day of your life here?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, we've played many games together when I obviously first come, and I learnt a lot off people like you, funny enough, just because I was a younger kid coming in and you was still then an experienced pro.
Still here as well, yeah.
Yeah, you are, yeah. You'd been around it, you played at some top teams, and to learn off people like you and Moose at the time and Shearsy and people like that, and obviously Jay when they come in, for me as a young lad learning off people like you, it was great. So yeah, over the years we've come closer, haven't we? And yeah, good friends now on and off the pitch. So obviously our partners are good friends as well, and obviously you two little girls are always in and around with P and stuff. So yeah, it's a privilege to be in around you and the lads. And again, yeah, you asked me a question a minute ago about Wembley, and that's one memory that we'll never forget. I know when we were on the parade on the bus, when we got the picture together, it was just such a special feeling, and on the pitch. So yeah, it's one that will live with me forever. So yeah, one I'll never forget.
You talked about a few names in there. Obviously, I'm just going back to like Moose and Mackie. How big were they for you, and like your development as getting to more like a senior pro like you are now?
Yeah, I remember when I first come, I was a bit of a hothead, and I probably done some rash things when I wanted to play every minute of every game, and I didn't really understand about sometimes you won't play in a cup game and they want you for the league games and stuff like that. But they were doing the right things then to try and encourage me to do the right things. Again, I was a young kid, a bit naive, but I learnt off them massively. I remember once I come off with a bit of a strop because the gaffer brought me off because he wanted to play me for the Saturday. And Moose and Mackie definitely let me know about that. And it's moments like that stick with you for a long, long time, and you learn off. And I try and implement that as much as possible with the younger ones coming through now. So yeah, I'd like to say I learnt a lot off them sort of pros at the time, and I feel like I've come a long way since then.
Yeah, we talk about players. What about managers? Obviously, we've both seen a lot of managers come and go. Who was a standout for you that you feel that you've learnt something off?
I've loved them all, to be honest. Obviously, Gaffer, the first one. Pep when I first come in, but obviously I didn't really play under Pep because of my injury. And then obviously Pep left and Robbo come in, and
yeah.
I had Robbo when I was a young kid, and I loved him ever since I was a young kid. So I'll always be close to Robbo, and I still speak to him today. So, and then obviously Liam as well.
Yeah.
Another fantastic manager, and was great with us, and especially me. And then obviously Des,
yeah.
Obviously he was a big part of the club's history as well.
Yeah.
Amazing feeling for him, obviously being part of it, and getting us to the championship where we are today. And then obviously the gaffer now has been a great help as well. Every single manager's different, and they implement different things, and I feel the lads that have been here for a long time have obviously helped implement them things that they want. So yeah, I think every manager has got their own certain ways of coaching, and I think they've been great in all aspects of what they've done for this club.
Yeah, so like you say, we're talking about players. We've probably seen hundreds and hundreds in and out of the door. Would you say Mackie and Moose, like you say, you stand out? So there's a few others you can think of that you've played with, got on and done well.
There's so many that you could go on about, from experienced pros, people like Shandon as well, that that were here as a young kid and stepped up and moved on to play well and have good careers, and obviously people like Rob Dickey and stuff like that. I could name many of them. People that have been in the door and helped this club and then moved on. So yeah, there's so many, from experienced pros to young players that have come in and moved on.
I think it's credit to you. Like you said, we've both been here a long time, but you've obviously been rewarded now for loyalty in football. There's not too much going on, is it, nowadays? So it's testament to you to get the armband, and it's great for you, your family, everyone connected with you to be captain of the club.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore. I mean, I said it before, it's a special feeling for me, because I have been here now for a long time, and I like to say, I help this club in any way I can to get to where I want to be. And I said that when we was in League One, and we achieved obviously getting promotion, and I keep saying it, and I said it in other interviews, the aim has to be to try and get to the Premier League, because for me you've got to aim as high as possible, and I'll try and implement that every day, and we'll try and get as much success as we can. Why I'm here, especially because we want to do that as a club and as a collective. So yeah, we've got to try and push for more now, and try and push for the top, because that's where we want to be.
Obviously not been the best start for us collectively as a team. What do you think, obviously, going into the weekend?
Yeah, but I totally agree with you on that, and I just think, especially when we played against Cov, there was glimpses, especially in that second half, where I think we flipped the switch and we were looking at the game. We probably could have nicked it in the end. I know they had a great chance at the end, but I felt like the momentum was there. Everyone was together, and that's what we're going to need, because it's going to be a tough old season. There's some top teams in the league, but with the togetherness and the spirit of every single one of us, I think we can we can be completely fine. And like I say, aim as high as possible.
Yeah. So what now for you in the changing room? Is it Skip for everyone, or is it just Cam?
You call me whatever you want. You call me
Okay.
Skip, you call me Cam. Doesn't really bother me. Yeah. I just want to be there for everyone. Anybody ever need anything, they know they're more than welcome to come and ask. You know, I won't change in any way that I am. I've always been the same. So, yeah, I just like to lead on and off the pitch. And again, like I said, if anybody needs anything, I'm always there to help.